Black Critic Guy, you are going to review Amagi Brilliant Park.
Do I have a choice?
No, you do not.
Hey guys, the Black Critic Guy here with the first of 3 anime reviews coming your way this week. And to kickstart us off, I'm here today to review the anime Amagi Brilliant Park. So Amagi Brilliant Park follows high schooler Kanye Seiya, who is forced at gunpoint by a girl named Sento to go on a date with her to this really shitty rundown park called Amagi Brilliant Park. And after experiencing firsthand just how terrible this park was, Sento then tells Kanye the truth behind the park, and that the employees of the park are actually from a magical land called Maple Land, and if the park shuts down, they will disappear forever. And so, Kanye is offered the position of acting general manager and is tasked with getting the park back into shape, as well as reaching 500,000 visitors before July 31st. Funny enough, I was planning to watch this anime in September, which would have been Fantasy Month had I gone through with it, but then it kind of fell apart because Bullshit Month took a lot out of me, yada yada, you heard that story already. But out of all the anime I planned to watch for Fantasy Month, this was the only one that I actually ended up watching. And after watching the anime, I have to say, I found it really enjoyable, especially the opening scene to the anime, which is without doubt one of the best introductions to an anime I have seen, not only this year, but probably ever. That is how you start an anime off. This anime had very solid animation by Kyoto Animation, very colorful and lively, as well as the voice acting. Each of the actors and actresses did a really good job at providing the voices for their characters, but the standout performance, in my opinion, is the guy who voices Kanye, because there is an episode where he has to portray his character, but he has to voice him in 4 different ways to capture 4 different personalities, and he knocks it out of the park in that. And this anime being mainly a fantasy comedy, there were many hilarious moments and episodes throughout. Like I said before, the first 10 minutes of the anime had me laughing out loud. That was hilarious and priceless. And there are a couple of hilarious episodes that really stand out. Like there's this one episode where a character takes a truth serum, and whenever this character talks, they would always spew out the truth in front of everybody, which puts this character in a lot of embarrassing situations. There's an entire episode dealing with pirates attacking a water park, and what made this episode so funny is how the people attending the water park all thought that this was part of some elaborate stage show put on by the amusement park, when in reality it was an actual attack. And just some of the things that the characters do in this episode had me laughing. But without question, the coup de grace funniest episode in the entire anime is the episode Unrequited Love. I don't want to say anything about this episode, but everything about it was hilarious. It had me laughing from beginning to end. It was perfect. And finally, the characters, most of which were just fun to watch. The most entertaining characters in the entire anime, though, were the 3 mascot characters, all named after delicious baked goods: Maffle, Macaron, and Terami. Just watching these 3 talk to each other, interact with other characters, was always a treat. They always had me smiling or laughing whenever all 3 of them were together. And I also like both Kanye and Sento. Both had some good development given to them. They're solid characters, and I did like their relationship as well. But I did have a couple issues with this anime. The first and biggest issue I had with this anime was the goddamn melodrama thrown into the anime. Once again, a mostly comedic anime thought it was a brilliant idea to throw in some melodrama bullshit just to add some depth to the anime. Now, don't misunderstand me. Drama is necessary to push a story forward. And when it comes to a comedy story, having a little drama is fine. There's no problem with that. The problem with this anime is that the drama was elevated to the nth degree. They took it way too seriously in an anime. primarily about a bunch of cute mascot characters from a magical land that run an amusement park, this melodrama just felt completely unnecessary, out of place, and forced. The two elements just don't mesh well together. I mean, how could you possibly take a scene where a cutesy mascot character is giving this really heavy and dark dialogue seriously? What this anime should have done was just embrace its ridiculous concept and go full speed ahead. If it did that, it would have been a solid comedy anime. But instead, it's weighed down by its melodrama to be just an enjoyable one. And because of the anime's melodrama, that its story also suffers. It's pretty generic with an assortment of cliches left to right. Now, as I said before in previous reviews, I don't have a problem with cliches as long as they're done in a good and entertaining fashion. In this anime, that is not the case. The cliches just come off as really obvious and bland. And speaking of generic and bland, there are two characters in this anime that are like the poster children of that, and they are the princess and the villain. The princess is one of the most generic princess characters I have seen in an anime thus far. There's nothing interesting or special about her. She's your stereotypical, really nice and cute and lovely princess who's very sickly and has a tragic backstory and relies on the main character to save her time and time again. She's boring. I, for the love of God, did not care one bit about this princess character. She's so uninteresting. And then there's the villain. My God, that is one of the most by-the-number villains I've seen in an anime in quite some time. There's nothing intriguing, intimidating, or menacing about the character. And I won't give away who the villain is in the anime, but trust me, the moment you see the character, you'll know that that is the villain. Like, when the character comes into the anime, you'll know, yup, that's the villain. And as I think back to the anime now, if they took out these two cliche characters, the anime would have been 10 times better for it. And in my opinion, I felt like they gave way too much time and focus to the princess character. Although I guess maybe she deserved it, because there are no other characters in this anime that deserve some time and development and focus. You know, seeing them build relationships. Nah, not a single other character in this anime. I can't even think of like two characters that deserve the development that was given to the princess. Not a single one, as I think back now. Nope, no other characters come to mind. And the last problem with this anime, very similar to The Devil is a Part-Timer, they don't really explore the magical land of Maple Land. But unlike Devil is a Part-Timer, which actually showed you Ente Isla, you don't even see Maple Land in this anime. Yeah, there is one episode where they kinda show Maple Land, but other than that, not a single scene takes place in Maple Land. You don't see what it's like, you don't see what their culture is, nada. You know, for a fantasy anime, showing the magical world is kind of a necessity. But overall, though it seems like I'm being really hard on this anime, truth be told, I found way more enjoyment in the anime with its characters and the situations that they ended up in than faults. And that's why I'm going to give this anime a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I found it to be an enjoyable anime. But anyway, what did you guys think of this anime? Did you enjoy it? Did you get a kick out of it? Or did you find it really boring and dull and you just couldn't get into it? And let me know, what's your favorite magical land in an anime? Comment below and let me know. And stay tuned, I got 2 more anime reviews coming to you this week, both of which are romantic comedy animes. Maybe that'll give you a hint to what I might be reviewing. And stay tuned, I do have a couple more movie reviews. I plan to watch Everest, and I might watch Maze Runner, The Scorched Trials, and maybe do reviews for both of them. So stay tuned for that. And until then, guys, if you would like to see more videos on this channel and be a part of the Black Critic crew, please hit that subscribe button below. Like this video if you really enjoyed it. And I'm Tony Watt II, the Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace, YouTube.
Wow.